Hello and welcome to another Mad Hatter review. So, I was watching the 1990 TMNT movie yesterday, and I was looking at it and I was saying, okay, we've gotten so many figures from this line that now we're getting into like niche stuff, like Casey Jones and April Farm Pack. Okay, so realistically, what do we have left? Like, how much juice can we squeeze out of the lemon that is this movie? I love this movie, but at some point, you're gonna have to tap out. So I thought what I would do is I went through the movie and I picked some maybe figures, maybe play sets, maybe some accessories that I could see NECA doing. I don't know that people would buy these, and there's definitely a scale on not relevant to much more relevant, but I didn't organize it that well. But I just thought I would go through sequentially what I was watching in the movie. So let's go ahead and just start off here. So the first thing I was like, this goes under not very relevant, super niche, okay? But this is the lady on the fire escape, okay? Could they make a figure of her? Could it come with like her own fire escape? Maybe that's like the packaging, and she's got the I Love New York TV that gets stolen, and she does her thing or whatever, okay? Super niche, don't know if it would sell, but I don't know, maybe somebody makes that. The second one is, this one is more relevant, and I can see them doing this, is Danny, Call Me Dan, in the Sid, the black t-shirt with the Sid on the back, okay? Maybe this is their chance to correct the height on that other Danny, although I really love the shirt on the other Danny, and I love the face, but I just do not love the height. I mean, he should be a little shorter than April is, but I was taking a look at him, so I was just thinking about that. Is that goes more on the relevant figure to make, because I do think we need a legitimate new Danny, and since he does have this other shirt, maybe that's their excuse to kind of like, I don't know, give you like a redo. Moving up here, then I got to the scene where April gets jumped by the punks, Sam Rockwell, and then I was like, oh, okay, I think probably one of the more relevant figures that they could come out with is like packs of punks, okay? Because you forget, like, you always go to the foot soldiers. The foot soldiers are like, Shredder's army, but there's this whole like Lord of the Flies before they become the foot soldiers. They're just kind of punks led by Sam Rockwell. Not led by, but he's in a lot of scenes, okay? So maybe you get Sam Rockwell, all right? You get his rights, regular menthol. He's got the cigarettes. And then maybe you do like 2-packs or a 2-pack of like just regular punks. And, remember that one kid with the cigar and or some other ones? That's one that I would buy. I think that's jokes aside, fire escape lady, I would buy some punks to pepper with the foot soldiers. So could that be one? By the way, NECA might be thinking of one that I don't even, I didn't even see, but I did kind of scrub the whole movie just trying to think of who else is next. So I can definitely foresee some kind of punks pack. Next is, this goes on the not relevant side, but I thought maybe the Domino's pizza guy, okay? He shows up to the grade, hey, he's looking for the thing, and he's like, this is a 10 or whatever, and it's like, fuck off, you're late with the pizza, and then he walks off and he goes off on his scooter. So that's on the it's reaching side. Then this is not a reach. He's a character in this movie. You get Charles, you get April's boss, okay? I can see them making him. I mean, he's like, do you need a Charles? I don't know, but like, I can see them making him. He's got lines. He's a character. He's Danny's father. Okay, him and Danny have like the biggest arc in the movie. He starts off, they don't get along, and then they do get along. So I don't know if you sell figures by character arc, but if you're trying to be a completionist with this movie, then maybe Charles, okay? Now you are the highest paid reporter. So that guy. And then, what's his name? Chief Stearns, okay? You can, oh, by the way, if you had a Danny, he can come with the wallet with the $20. Okay, that's another thing that I determined. So if NECA does that, they got it from me. Moving on, Chief Stearns. Chief Stearns. He's a relevant character, right? He's the chief. April talks to him. Get in my office. That guy. Again, it's like if I didn't love this movie so much, it'd be like I don't want this guy, but I don't know if they make him. I'll probably get him, okay? By the way, he might be the last of, like, the really relevant characters that I found as I was going through the movie. Then, this is not a character, but, like, the multi-sets of the TVs, I was like, that would be a cool accessory. They're all kind of stacked up. They can be one thing, but I was like, maybe they all have the screens on there. I don't know. Again, I'm reaching at this point. I'm going, like, what else can they make? New York City subway. I always loved this Raphael face. Okay, I was like, if they just made like another heads pack, I would really like this face. That's the great thing about that movie. You stop and you notice different faces, and you go, maybe we can just get that face in a head pack. By the way, there's a lot of different April variations. I noticed. I was going through. And I was like, okay, so she's dressed a little differently. Here she's got a robe. Here she's just got like jean shorts on. If you really wanted to be pedantic about it, pedantic, is that the word? I think so. But you can have a bunch of different Aprils. I think we're good with Aprils. I think now you're trying to really squeeze the lemon if we just make every outfit April. But if they wanted to, they could, okay? Then this is an accessory, but you got the radioactive material with the actual turtles before they mutate. I don't think we had that, right? We don't have any regular turtles pre-mutation in the NECA line. Then, of course, as a playset, this goes into the very relevant category is the turtle lair. The turtle lair was awesome in the movie. Okay, I want the couch, the chair, the door, the little ratty door. That door really is pointless. Like, if you already got to the point where you're looking at that door, it's not. You're going in, okay? You're smelling turtles on the other side. You're gonna open the door. You're gonna take a look at that layer. But sure, put a door there. But you can have that. You got the telephone booth and all that. So that goes on the. That is a relevant release that I think they can put out, is having that playset. On that note too, one sewer tunnel, okay? Just give us one, just a long sewer tunnel. They reuse that sewer tunnel a lot in the movie, but just give us the one, and then, I don't know, the Donatello could be riding his skateboard through there, beating up foot soldiers or whatever. So that one too. On that note, less relevant, but I guess you could do April's apartment. There's a lot of fighting there, especially you can have her either their normal apartment, or you can have under where you got all the antiques, and Mikey can have the symbols. That's an accessory. You got the piano, fish tank, this and that, little Elvis bust, jar, whatever. You got that. And then if I'm going play sets, it was always a dream of mine to, it shows what side I'm on, is to hang out in the foot hangout. With the skateboard ramp, this is what we get, the MC Hammer and this and that, all the arcade games. If they had a play set like that, I would be all in on that. Again, I don't know that they would do these. These are very like shoeboxy kind of like play sets. It's not like, the stacked, buildings. But I mean, if we're talking about relevancy, that's also like a relevant, the foot hangout is a big one. Then I just got some more pictures of punks. Tatsu, I should have said that in the beginning of the video. Tatsu, of course, but there's a rights issue with Tatsu, okay? He would be number one on this list if he had not been made yet. But yeah, so some more punks. You got the punks that are boxing too. I don't know if you guys remember that, but the ones with the boxing gloves, you can get maybe a figure or two out of that, when they're training. Foot Soldier, the Foot Soldier in Training 2-pack, and it's, just two of these punks. And then, I guess, I put down the Eyewitness News 3, this shot of April talking to this other reporter, who I think her name was June. When I took a look at it, I was like, that's kind of funny, April and June. But, I don't. Would anybody buy this? I don't think so. But I guess you could if you were really fucking reaching. And then I kept going through the movie. Antique place went on fire. There was a foot soldier that looked like, I don't know, I thought this guy looked like a young George Clooney or something. I was like, maybe make that guy. This is the dude who his friend basically gets killed by Tatsu, and he's like, no, master. And he's like, Jesus Christ, you killed him. You killed the poor guy. I could see them making Raphael in bathtub. Okay, this smells like a con exclusive. Raphael in bathtub. The facade shows him. You can see through the window box. He's just slumped over like that. And I like when April goes there and she takes the water and she puts it on him like that's gonna do anything. But I would rock this. I would rock. Although I really just need the bathtub. I can just pose Raphael on there. So I don't know. Moving forward, I don't. Well, does that go on relevant? I guess that's not that relevant. But I would get that. Okay. The swing, the chair swing on the porch for Casey Jones. Although I don't know where it hangs, but I kind of wish. I don't know if there was a way to set it up in a tiny little facade with the chair. That's kind of cool. Can come with an apple. Apples are real expensive. They're like raincoats. But that goes in the sort of relevant. Then, I mean, you could do Tank Shin and Hamato Yoshi. There's two versions of them. One is darker than the next. Spoiler alert. You can do them in the robes when they're about to hug. Okay, remember they have that just hug in the darkness. And then you could do Hamato Yoshi and R.I.P. Tank Shin. Well, R.I.P. both of them. He comes in with his construction hat, and they're both dead. And I don't know. That's kind of a cute scene. You have them dead on the ground. I don't know. It's a little dark, but she's technically a character that is, relevant to the story in some capacity. And then what else? I think I found. Casey Jones in foot soldier uniform. This is a reach, okay, as well, because why not just take Casey Jones and put him on a foot soldier body? I've seen it done before, but I can see, if you really wanted to squeeze some lemon out of this, some juice out of the lemon, you do Casey Jones in foot soldier uniform, okay? Maybe it comes with, I don't know, an April that you've never gotten before. But I think that's it. Those are all the relevant ones that I saw. Or again, some of these are not even relevant, but those are all the ones I saw where I was like, okay, if you were to move. Oh, the last one was the van, April's van. I mean, you could do that. There's no vehicles there's two relevant vehicles. There's April's van, and then there's the one that they fix that Donatello and Casey Jones fix. But that's so niche, I can't see them doing that. I mean, like the turtle van, I get that, but whatever. Fuck it. Put it on the list, okay? But those are the only things that I saw that I was like, okay, moving forward with this line, maybe, baby, they could fucking make those, but there's not a lot of ones that are okay, I gotta lock those in for sure. Other than, I would say punks would be a good one, because I can see them making it look good and, having different punks, because that is something that I do love. And I've always loved about the movie is seeing that, the one kid with the cigar and the other kid, playing poker, and Sam Rockwell and this and that. So, and then again, some of these other ones are not. It's like Charles and the police chief. It's sure, you almost get those because you just kind of I'll just wrap up the line now. So that's it. There's not a lot of juice, I don't think, in the 1990 TMNT movie. Tell me if I'm wrong, okay? If you're not counting variant or variants with just a tiny little thing that's different, which cat sifting, yes, he is. That's it. So, but luckily, or not lucky for your wallet, but we have the next movie. It's coming up, which is they're already releasing the 4-pack for A Secret of the Ooze, and we'll see what they produce from that. And then somebody was mentioning samurai turtles on horses. I'm not against it. I would get the samurai turtles. That movie has its problems, but just the imagery of them on the horses with the gear would be pretty fucking cool. So, but anyway, this is about the 1990 TMNT movie. What's left to do? And yeah, let me know if I missed something. Let me know if you would buy any of these, or you'd be like, no, I would pass on all that. But that is it. Comment, subscribe, drop me a like, all that good stuff. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.